Smart Stop technology automatically reduces engine power when the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal are applied simultaneously under certain driving conditions. The throttle opening is greater than a third, the vehicle speed is above 5 miles an hour, and the brakes are applied firmly. Okay, so kind of scenario here is if the throttle's at a certain position and they take their foot off the gas and then apply the brake, now that the gas has been applied first, when they apply the brake, the vehicle will sense that the throttle's in one position, they're trying to apply the brake, we need to slow the car down. They'll actually bring the throttle plate down to a lower engine RPM, so we're not fighting the horsepower of the engine any longer, pushing the car down the road. The car comes down to a stop.
Yep, hit it and hold it. Okay, you're gonna have to brake a little bit. Okay, you can see that the engine has shut down. It has shut you down, so it's exactly what we wanted.
Today at this time, we're gonna talk a little bit about traction control and vehicle stability control. And I'm gonna start out here with traction control. Traction control is basically designed to counteract the effects of accelerating on a wet, slippery, or uneven road type surface. So instead of losing traction and possibly having the vehicle unintentionally turn on you, what traction control is going to do is it's going to apply the brakes. It's going to reduce the amount of engine output power to the wheels to help slow down that spinning wheel. And we want to slow down that spinning wheel enough to match the speed of the wheel that does have traction. So that way we can accelerate smoothly and we can accelerate in a straight line. The second half to this is, behind John over here, is vehicle stability control. VSC is going to help the driver maintain control through a wet, slippery curve or corner. And so it's going to use some of the same principles as traction control, where it's going to apply the brakes and it's going to reduce the amount of engine output power to the wheels. So it can help you maintain control through that turn. Now, while you're driving, the vehicle is continuously monitoring what you're doing. It's looking at your steering wheel angle, it's looking at wheel speed sensors, it's looking at yaw rate, and it's looking at what you're doing presently, and it's also trying to predict where you want that vehicle to go. And if it starts to see something that's abnormal, like a wheel speed increasing, a wheel spinning, it's going to apply the brakes, reduce the amount of power to keep you on your intended path around that corner.
I use this in my racetrack setting when I'm coaching at my track or anywhere, and I explain it this way for people. If you lock up all 4 tires, that's like the rudder coming out of the water on a boat. When you lock up all 4 tires, the rudder comes out of the water and your vessel will go wherever your inertia takes you. When you have rotation on a tire, that rotation is what keeps the rudder in the water. It allows us to steer. So anti-lock brake system, yes, we can say that. Or we can say the ability to brake and steer. That's another way of looking at it. EBD, ABS, BA, everything we're talking about is really simple. It goes down to this. It prevents us from hitting stuff. And I'm going to do an evasive lane change. And you can see that I'm able to steer the vehicle from the left lane to the right and make that evasive lane change. We just experienced, you heard the chime, that was the stability control, the VSC jumping in, the EBD stepped in, the ABS, you heard the grabbing and letting go of that caliper, grabbing and letting go of the wheel to let it rotate. So rotation means rudder in the water, giving me the ability to still steer the vehicle while mashing on those brakes.